Hey, it's Joe Maciel. I was asked to do a video about the psychic clairvoyancy, so this is it. Um, I'm 22, so I have been seeing spirits, talking to the dead since I was born, essentially. House is active, so spirits come and go, strangers, family members. It's distinctive because you could see them. I'm just saying you as in what I've experienced. I've seen them as if they were, kind of there, more so peripheral kind of a thing, but also like it's a sense. So it's like when you're standing like in a mall or something to that extent, and like you're being stalked by someone, an actual person, and you can feel it. You can feel someone staring you down. You know that someone's there. Kind of what being a medium is in that context. See, the thing with clairvoyancy is that it's a broad word. Clairvoyancy. It involves psychics, mediums, empaths, energy wielders. You want to talk Avatar on this, the last airbender kind of a thing. The concept remains the same, is that, someone can control an element. So, what Aang does, for instance, he's an airbender, so he knows how to control air. He's clairvoyant in that aspect because that's the path that he originally chose, and then he became the Avatar, so he had to learn all four elements. Enough of me being a nerd. Clairvoyancy is frightening. I've given it a statistic that it is a curse 95% of the time, but that 5% bliss, that 5% joy is fantastic. Granted, I thought so more of that when I was a kid. Now, so that I'm, older, it's completely different because a lot more people are coming to me now with questions, comments, concerns, oh, I think this relative's trying to talk to me, or, oh, I can do this with my hands. I've wielded all of spirit talking since I was a kid because I had so much of it, and it really just did number on me. Like, I was haunted for a long time by various ghosts. It was annoying and traumatic, not fun at all. So I tried to shut that part off. So when you're clairvoyant, you understand the concept that if you're having lucid dreams, a lucid dream is when you are conscious in your subconscious when you sleep. So you technically know how to control your dreams. So for instance, like I have zombie dreams at least 5 nights a week, and sometimes they're awesome, sometimes they're terrifying. So if I'm being attacked by a zombie and I don't want to see anymore, I don't want to feel anymore, my conscious mind invades the dream and it tells me to wake up, and my eyes open, and then I'm up. And I have to force my eyes to stay open so that way I don't have to dream the rest of it. But I have a lot of close friends. I'm not going to name anyone specific, but I have a lot of close bros who are clairvoyant. And we talk about lucid dreams, and we talk about vimming. Vimming is awesome. Like, if you're capable of vimming, I commend you so much, because not a lot of people can do it. Vimming is, vim. That's what the word is. Vim is a boost of energy. Look it up. That's the definition. If you don't believe me. Vim. V-I-M. Boost of energy. So when you vim with someone, you are essentially sharing your energy. You're giving each other a boost of your own energy. So when you vim with someone, you do a hand trick. So you take your hands. Okay, this is my hand and this is someone else's hand, and you put them like this. Right? So they're not touching, but they're like, just go over to the side. They're slightly touching. So that way you're focusing your energy to pop into this person's energy. So your energy is balancing, essentially. So you got to think of it as if you're an X-Man, right? So you have a talent, you have a mutation, quote unquote, and you're learning how to hone the mutation. So in order to vim, you have to transfer your energy to the other person's energy. And it's just simple mathematics. So if you're the positive and you're trying to draw out the negative from a friend, you're going to receive that negative, right? Or if you're both positive times positive is a positive, so that positive is going to balance each other. It's all mathematics when you talk about energy. So when you vim with someone, when you focus, I know I could tell you right now that I feel the waves of energy going from my right palm to my left palm. You probably won't believe me because you can't feel it. I mean, you see my hands right now, but you can't see the waves of energy. I can feel the waves of energy. It's different. It's like water. Like when you're standing in a pool and like the water's lap up on your chest kind of thing. And then sometimes when you get out of the pool, you still feel that reminiscent, lapping on your chest. Same concept. It's a wave. It's a wave. So it goes from the tip of my hands down to the palm, and it's warm, and then sometimes it's cool. So when you vim with someone, you go like that. Or technically you go like that. Normally I go on the top. Some people go on the bottom. That's Vimming. Bro and I vimmed the other day. Through gloves. One of the strongest bros I ever know. He's ridiculous. Love him to death. But we vimmed in a handshake. Can't shake my own hand. But it was a handshake. So we went out like that. Right? And he vimmed on that side. And we didn't even touch, in the street, mind you. It was awesome. So, clairvoyancy is a matter of testing your fears, testing your own knowledge of different realms, because you're in one realm right now, physical realm. This is your earthly bound sector, or whatever you want to call it. Then you're in your third dimension, but the fourth dimension is the spirit world. You know, depending on your own belief system, depending on your religion, your version of heaven, the afterlife, I don't really care. I'm an atheist. I was raised Lutheran. I was born Catholic. You see that transition right there? That's a vast transition. But in my belief, you know, all the books that I write, I am an author, right? So I have Clairvoyant Yarn series, I have the Logan Whipple series, and my soon-to-be-released Just Dessert series, all involving clairvoyancy from different aspects. It's great. But I interpret the afterlife kind of similar to a heaven and hell. So in a Christian standpoint, heaven is up, hell is down. Right? My afterlife perception is a ballroom and a cave. So the ballroom is right, and the cave is left. Well, my left, my right. You've probably seen that in reverse. So it's just interesting because everything's tied together. Everything coincides with each other. But the way people perceive things is different. You know, skeptics all the time, oh, you can't do that. When I was a kid, it was, oh, you're crazy, you can't heal, you can't see things. But then I can, because when I have visions of stuff, and when I actually shout out predictions in a rant, the other day, for instance, I was fighting with a friend about something, over the summer, the other day, and we were talking, and like, I was talking to him about this girl who I thought was atrocious, and he thought was awesome. And I was like, bro, you don't understand, Mike. She's just negative, and she's just a vampire. She's literally sucking the energy out of you. You don't see it, and it's just building up and building up and building up, and eventually she's, you know, something's gonna happen. It's gonna be like an explosion. Like she's doing this to herself. And then a few weeks ago, it turns out that this girl is sick with something. I'm not gonna get specific in case someone's watching and piecing puzzle pieces together, but he called me and he's like, I need to talk to you. And I was like, all right, what? And he's like, so remember the time you told me about this X, Y, and Z? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, it's happening. And I was like, I laughed because when you're psychic, right? When you're psychic and you see things and you know things and that shit happens, it's the greatest confidence boost in the world. It's like a big F you, bitch. I said it. You should listen. Being clairvoyant gives you the higher up in self-esteem and confidence and an ego boost because you know things and you see things. So when those things happen, it's a big F you and a big slap to the face to everybody who doesn't believe you. So clairvoyancy shouldn't be conceived as an egotistical, narcissistic standpoint, as it's not. It can be a beautiful thing when you're dealing with certain aspects. Like I said, I weaned off of talking to spirits because I'm not really fond of it anymore. I'm big on empathy. I'm big on knowing what people think. I'm big on, you know, feeling what people feel. You know, when we first meet, I'm very energetic. I know everyone, so every time somebody meets me for the first time, they're always interested as to why I am, you know, why I'm so different, why I'm so unique, why I'm so full of energy. It's because I love energy. Like, I love energy. Vimming is awesome, but I don't have to vim with hands. I can vim just by like that. You know, you feel it in your core, and it's awesome. It's awesome because it's real. And when you exchange energy with someone, when you meet someone for the first time, you make such a grand impression on them, they're intrigued. They're like, huh, I remember that curly-haired blonde guy with the zigzag sideburns. He was awesome. It's pretty much what I get. I'm just gonna brush the shoulders up right there. But, yeah. Clairvoyancy is real. Being psychic is a test. It's a challenge. Love vimming. And there's a lot more clairvoyance out there than you know. A lot of people nowadays are being forthcoming, saying, yo, I can do this. Oh, yo, you see dead people? So do I. Or, oh, yo, I can move things with my hands without touching them. People are getting stronger. I have a lot of friends, a lot of good, close friends now, compared to back in the day. Now, I have a lot of clairvoyant friends, and it's great to stay with a clairvoyant bunch. Some people are stronger than others. Obviously, I tend to stay around them more, but it's just how it happens. You want something in life, you go for it. You have a goal, you have a set plan, you have a set mission, whether it's your own or you're doing something else for someone else, you go for it. You do it. You try your hardest to do it. In the words of Yoda, there is no try, only do. I hate Star Wars, but it's a great phrase. Do it. And if you fail with honor. Alright? So on your clairvoyant questions, message me, because I'm pretty sure you guys aren't going to want to comment. But I'm open to a lot of things in life. Alright? So don't be afraid. It's good to be afraid, though. It's good to be afraid. Just keep your eyes open. If you know you're alive. My words. Enjoy.